Hey everyone, quick heads up before you start this video. The intro is going to be a little long because I wanted to get some disclaimers and heads up and like, hey, where I've been out of the way. So just as a heads up, if you guys want to avoid that, there will be a timestamp in the description where I actually kind of start talking about things. This is mainly going to be broken up in half. There's a lot of it's going to focus, early half is going to be just focusing on the series as a whole, with the second half basically getting to the main point I wanted to talk about. I'll try to put a timestamp in there too. The second half, that's where the title comes from. It's just me talking about Homura. So basically that's as a heads up for anyone who wants that sort of information. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the fucking stuff. I'm gonna sit down and watch the concept movie right now. So catch you guys in a bit. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so let's bring that one back again. Round one didn't work. Let's do the little arm shield twisty, turn back time, and set this bitch up for another go. Hey, hi-ho, and howdy everyone. My name is Shannon L. Shook. It has not changed, despite how long it has been. And I wish to speak with you about something special, about something magic, even. And also awful and sad, and filled with terrible nightmares and monstrosities, and the most strangleable little cat, rabbit, demon, monster, douchebag, bullshit, motherfucker, hoe the world has ever seen, but with a very good voice. So it's been a minute, guys. Before we do get too into it, I do just want to quickly throw out a couple a little disclaimers, warnings, and apologies. So if you forgive me for that, if you're willing to. If you happen to be randomly new here, dropping in at this point in the series, heads up, I'm Shannon. I'm pretty tolerable. I was gonna say great. That's a mistake. Tolerable. I'm a YouTube anime reactor fellow. I sit around and I watch anime and talk about it with other people. And for some reason, people like it. I say for some reason, I don't know, I like doing that too. It's fun. It's great. We like enjoying things with people. Point is, I did that with Madoka. It's a very good show of I like itness proportions. And I spent some time with it. Had a couple mental breakdowns over things. So if you like this weird style of discussion that isn't scripted or just is me being a rambly freak, don't worry, there's a couple hours more of Shannon just deteriorating, especially about mommy. It's a magical experience in the same exact way magic works in Madoka. It's perfect. It's a match made in heaven. Anyway, for everyone else who's obviously been around the bend before, I wanted to quickly apologize because we watched Madoka Magica Rebellion shortly, I should say. Not very quickly, but shortly after. Very quickly was what I did this week, which is where I immediately rolled into it. We watched Madoka Magica Rebellion fairly quickly after we finished the series proper on the channel. Which I do believe was at the very end of September, like right before October or something like that. Because I know I did Weathering with You pretty quickly after, and I think Weathering with You was on my birthday. Yeah, because that was the whole bit. Anyway, yeah, so we did that. And I basically said after I finished it is I didn't have a ton that I could say in the moment. I wanted time to collect my thoughts. And what I really wanted to do is I really wanted to rewatch the show. Or rewatch the movie specifically once through over again before I sat down and really talked about it, because I didn't really know what I could say or what I would say or stuff like that, and I did make it very clear that I there was going to be things that I did want to talk about. I just wanted time to think them through, and plus it's just the meme on my channel. Which was 6-hour rebellion discussion, and I mean, we'll see. Hey, I don't know about that. but we'll talk about that in a second. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a real. Could be 15 minutes. Who the fuck knows? But whatever it is, I just hope it is worth it. Let's be real. It'll take me 15 minutes to get through these fucking disclaimers. But anyway, I finished the show and the movie, and I basically said I wanted to take maybe like a week or two off. Then I'll sit down, rewatch the movie, and immediately we can get the discussion done and come back. It'll be great. And that didn't happen because my life immediately fell apart and I almost died. So it didn't go well. And then every time I tried to get to it later after I had got back from the not dying part, it didn't work. And a lot of it was was obviously on the world, and a lot of it was on myself. For a lot of different reasons. It's easy to chalk a lot of it up to just plain old procrastination, laziness, and stuff like that. And I won't knock anyone who does, but I don't know. I do believe there's a little bit more to it than that, and maybe I can talk about that at the very end. But for now, I just wanted to say, regardless of whatever the reasoning is that it has taken as long as it has, I am sorry. That's the big thing I just want to let you guys know is I did want to get this to you a lot sooner. I had a lot of plans made along the way. Originally wanted to do kind of a Christmas thing when it didn't work out the first time, and I wanted to do it immediately for like the beginning of January for like the Madoka anniversary and stuff. So but obviously that didn't happen because you're here now talking about it and listening to it. And I'm talking, you're not listening. It'd be weird if you're talking to me because I'm not really there, guys. So, were you talking to Madoka too? Being like, hey girl, what are you doing? I did that a lot. It's not the point. Anyway, my main thing is I just wanted to say I'm sorry that it's taken as long as it has. And I can only hope that in the end it will be worth it enough. I talked about this a little bit in the Discord before the other day when I had immediately finished Rebellion. And I immediately got hit with a wave of just, I'm going to let everyone down. I immediately got hit with a wave of just pure, well, I'm a fucking disappointment. I made everyone wait all this long, and I legitimately don't know if I can pull off more than like a 15-minute discussion on it. It's easy to have that kind of a doubt. Like, you can't compare my struggle to the struggle of Homura or Madoka or fucking even Mami or Sayaka or fucking Kyoko or anything like that. But it's really easy to have doubt in yourself when you kind of do what I do. And it's not like I was ever a person who had, like, I'm not good at, like what I do isn't anything special. Again, I sit around and I talk about anime that I like and why I like it. And occasionally I play Pokemon. Like, it's nothing stunning or fucking brave. But there are people who really enjoy it. There are people who take the time out of their existence to sit and watch it, and they either laugh with me, laugh at me, cry with me, cry at me, shit like that. It's what we do. So I do still feel I owe you all something. I owe you as good a time as I can give you. And in the end, that's exactly what you'll get, is as good a time as I can give you. Again, we discussed it a little bit, and everyone else was very much of the opinion and very kind and very sweet, and we're like, hey, we're here for you, my guy. Like, yeah, we're here to watch the Madoka thing as well, but like, and we want to talk about it and we want to listen to it, but like, we're here for you too, so whatever that is, then it's okay. Like, there's plenty of people who have subscribed and stuck around long past Madoka, and I'm sure there's plenty of people who have left since the time I did that and wasn't able to get to it as quickly as I would like. And you're right. And it's really easy to forget about that sometimes. It's really easy to forget that, you know, in the end, you guys are there for me, and that means the world to me. So I'm sorry to get fucking sappy as shit, but don't forget, always somewhere someone's fighting for me, for you, but for me in this context. And as long as I remembers yous, I ain't alone. Okay, that was what I was going for. So I was just trying to go get the bit, because I posted that on community tab. Thank you everyone who's been participating in the polls and shit. It's been really fun. Obviously, I'm also fucking with YouTube at the point, but it's cool to do it with you guys. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, that was the big thing. Is I wanted to apologize to anyone who's new. Again, you're not sitting through this. Let's be real. You should watch everything else first, because that will make my so far 10 minutes of nothing make a whole lot more sense, won't it? Anyway, so that was a big thing. Is I wanted to say I'm sorry, and I hope that no matter what this ends up being, it means something to you guys, and that it doesn't feel completely worthless after the time that it has been. Because in the end, let's be real, y'all know me. I am not an analytical person. I am not a particularly smart individual. Big, dumb, moron, idiot head. There's a reason I hope to God that Weiss is a morosexual, which again, I didn't know was a thing, but now that it is a thing, that's just canon in my hopes and dreams. What? Anyway, yeah, no, so we're going to go ahead and finally sit down and talk about Madoka Magica, because over this past week, I sat down and rewatched both the show and the movie Madoka Magica Rebellion. I did not watch for the first time, but you know, it's because it's, you know what I'm saying. I did not sit down and watch the other two movies. I did not I keep saying trying to rewatch, but you know what I mean. I did not sit down and watch, what are they, Beginnings in Eternal? Something like that. The first two films that, you know, go back over, recover the show, but do it a little bit differently, because again, I know the first one has a bit of stuff taken out, because they're compressing like a fuck ton of shit all into one. But hey, it looks a lot prettier and da-da-da-da-da. And then the other one, I think, is kind of the opposite. I mean, it's still very pretty. I'm sure they're great. I've seen a lot of screenshots and stuff. But and I know the other one's coming like the last 4 episodes or something like that. Yeah, I think the first 8 is the first one, and the last 4 is the that, and it's got some extra stuff in it, I think, if I remember correctly. So I've still not watched those, and I would like to. I considered doing that for my rewatch, but in the end, I decided not to. I figured it was better, since I just wanted to cover stuff in the end that you guys watched with me, because I felt like that was going to be more fair and more right and more cohesive if I did it that way. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, and then immediately rolled into Rebellion later that day. That was 2 days ago. So I've forgotten everything, so we're fucked. It's happened again. I'll catch you guys in a week when I rewatch it a third time. Second time, that's how counting works, dumbass. Watch it a third time, but not rewatch it a third time. Anyway, like I said, 15 minutes. Ooh, damn, and we're just getting out the intro, aren't we? Yeah, so that was what I basically spent my time doing. And yeah, it's gone about as well as you expected. Again, as soon as I finished, I had that immediate situation of, I don't know what to say. I legitimately don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to talk about. It sucks, because again, I'm a person who loves to be able to run his fucking mouth, clearly. but it's difficult trying to put into words some of the feelings you have, even when everything that you are and do on your channel is just fucking spewing fucking verbal vomit of lasers. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, point is, I can talk a lot, but it's hard to nail shit down sometimes. There's plenty of things I would love to talk about. I'd love to make a whole video that's just me sitting down going frame by frame on all sorts of like cool visual imagery and symbolism and shit. Like, it's just, but that part when Homura's a giant witch lady and her got the big tail flip, like it's like the sashy tail flippies that are the arms that are dragging, trying to hold it back from accepting her fate. Shit like that. But also, I don't add anything new to the conversation. What's the fucking point? But then again, what's the fucking point of doing anything anyway? Because there's nothing original in this goddamn world. Not even Magica. It's not. It's too goddamn late. 2,000 years in past the goddamn thing. It's too late. Anyway. My main thing is, I don't know what the fuck to say. So that's great. Anyway. Let's try and start somewhere. How about the start of the movie? How about just the movie itself? Rebellion, huh? This is a good movie. I like this movie. It's a really good movie. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly where I put it yet. One way or another, it is easily, at the very least, my second favorite anime movie of all time, without question. It is at least there. I don't know how I put it up against Your Name right now, because again, Your Name is my favorite movie. It is not the best movie. I concede that arguably A Silent Voice is a better movie than Your Name. That being said, I like Your Name more. That's why I've watched it approximately 84 more times than I have A Silent Voice, despite the fact A Silent Voice is a good movie that I've watched a couple times. Like, I don't know. But I don't know exactly where Rebellion falls beyond that. And I don't know. I want to compare them a bit more and watch them a bit more and using the excuse to rewatch both of them about 12 more times. Point is, I really, really like the movie. Obviously, I really, really like the show as well. I consider both of them easy 10 out of 10s for me. They all hold a very special place in my heart. Not only, for the shows themselves, but my experience with them. It's one of my favorite things about doing what I do on the channel is my interactions with you guys and my discussions. And, as much as apparently you guys enjoy sitting here watching me run my goddamn mouth for like an hour and a half, I love doing it too. I love getting to talk with you guys, getting to interact with you all in the comments. For the series was one of easily my most enjoyable experiences here on the channel. Getting to hear your guys' opinions and your thoughts, and your opinions and thoughts on my stuff, but both on the show, on my commentary, and all that stuff like that. Little tidbits of information and facts and knowledge with a capital N. What? That doesn't make any sense. That would be knowledge. What? Anyway, point is, yeah, I've really, really enjoyed our time together, and I think it's been easily one of the most enjoyable experiences I've had on my channel, and easily one of maybe the greatest and most open welcome and interaction I've had with any community, period. I think the only thing that really even would come close other than that is, Grasaya? I guess that's a big one, because, again, I made a bunch of fucking videos that are all... I made two videos of me just fucking drooling over fucking Michiru, and then a bunch of other people were like, same, and they're like, yeah, 100%, I feel that. But yeah, no, I don't, it was easily one of, if not probably the greatest experience I've had with the community here on the channel, and I can't express how I appreciate that to you guys more. Yeah, it's been amazing, and I can't thank you enough for it. So it's been an incredibly rewarding experience on multiple fronts, and I can't thank you all enough for it. Rebellion's a good movie, guys. I don't know. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to talk about. I know there is one big thing I do want to talk about. Obviously, in the end, I could probably just devote the entire video to talking about Homura, because I like Homura a lot, and I think she's worth discussing. As you probably do too. But for now, let's just talk about, the movie. Yeah, it's a fucking trip. I didn't realize, like, obviously, I did the reaction to it, so there's plenty of views of me falling forever deeper into the acid trip that it is. I forgot how much of a fucking mindfuck the movie is to start off. Because, like, you go immediately from the series, which, don't get me wrong, is a bit of an acid trip itself. But but like, you at least, while you don't know everything that's going on, because a lot of shit is being kept from you, you're not constantly going, I didn't ever have that impression, like I was constantly going, wait, what is going on? What is it? What the fuck? What? Like, I never really got that impression from the show. Like, there's plenty of, like, shit is clearly more deeper than what I see. Yep, that's how the word works. But, like, you didn't have just, your brain was putty quite like the movie was. And I really enjoyed how it was delivered and how it was handled. I didn't realize, it, like, for whatever reason, I didn't remember it being kind of as quick as it was. Either that, or time was just moving fast. She out here using her goddamn dilation and shit again. Or maybe I was just having such a goddamn good time. But I didn't realize how kind of quickly, actually, Homer starts figuring shit out. I really thought it took longer than that when I was watching it the first time. It felt so much longer of goddamn confusion and mayhem. Yeah, no, she actually does kind of... She gets shit figured out quick. She's a smart girl. Kind of a dumbass too, but I say that with love and compassion. I really, really do. Homura, I don't want to immediately run into the Homura thing, because that's literally going to be the entire video if I do. Point is, Homura is a very good character that I like a lot. She's easily one of the most compelling, complex, interesting characters out there in the world. In media that I've ever experienced. Up there, rivaling, and I have to say rivaling because I refuse to let myself escape my bias. I refuse to allow myself to escape my bias, but I easily put her up there with her, at the very least at second. There's a part of me who arguably believes she probably deserves to be first. That being said, I refuse. I won't allow it. Say what you will. Call me a Michiru shill, and I'll say you right. Look at that goddamn face. Look at it blurry. You can't see shit. Gorgeous. Anyway. But no, like, legitimately, I consider Homura one of my favorite characters of all time. She was an incredibly fucking fantastic experience. I've just moved on. This is what's happening now. Again, you knew what you signed up for. Anyway. Homura's fucking amazing. Obviously, through the entire experience of the show, it was a really, really interesting one. It was a really interesting one, honestly, for all the different girls, because I didn't know... piecing them together as we went along with what I knew going in, and, what I had to work with from you guys and your expressions of, like, who you enjoyed and why you enjoyed them and stuff. Obviously, you couldn't say too much about why you enjoyed them because spoilers and shit, which, again, everyone was amazing. There was, again, one big spoiler that ever came out of the comments in our watch through of the series, and it was it was just that one, and it was that one dude who spoiled fucking Rebellion. because he thought he was fucking clever, and he wasn't. He just wasn't, and then proceeded to just fucking fight tooth and nail against my entire comment section and myself. We were just like, dude, you didn't have to do that. I'm not mad, just that sucks. You did kind of fuck me on that. And then he proceeded to go, I don't know. I'm not going to take the time to care. If you're a dick, you don't really deserve too much of my fucking attention. That being said, I'm just like, hey, what are you doing? You're not happy about that, I'll tell you what. This man isn't as much of an idiot as he jokes all the time? Damn. It's everyone else's fault but mine. Anyway, point is, everyone else was really, really good, was the point I was getting to there. So thank you again to everyone who was so amazing with being safe with spoilers. And thank you, Shannon, for not being too much of an idiot when it came to reading shit. It was like, as soon as anything did start to look a little off, it was like, I'm out. Dip. Gone. Fucking. This is just, I'm gonna do this a lot. You get what it is. But it looks real fucking weird on camera. Anyway. Yeah, no, it was really, really interesting seeing how all the different girls kind of developed for me in my heart and mind as we went through. Again, Madoka, I kind of always think I kind of decently had down. I think Madoka isn't a particularly complex character, and I don't think I ever really considered her much as such one. And it's okay. You don't have to be a complex character to be a good one. Again, I always compared her to Ruby a lot, and I do stand by that because that was actually a comparison I had gotten told forever ago as kind of a defense of people who were shit talking Ruby as a character. Again, Ruby's first show. Of course, I was gonna find a way to fucking talk about it even in this video. You knew it was coming. Again, I won't spoiler it or anything like that, but again, just a lot of similarity in those two characters of just people who want to do the right thing and care about people and protect people. And that's a lot of what Madoka is. Don't get me wrong, there's conflict and strife in them, both of those characters. Some just hide it all the time, and the other one is more actively experiencing it. Just freaking the fuck out, like, little cat bastard, what is happening? Whereas Ruby is like, it's fine. I'm not dying on the inside, don't worry about it. Anyway, point is, I don't know, I always kind of got that from her, and I think that fits, and I think that's kind of why while I enjoy both those characters a lot, why I don't consider them necessarily my favorite characters from those stories. Which apparently everyone else doesn't either, because, like, again, I a lot of those polls and stuff, it was interesting. I just did the one that was like, who's your favorite magical girl? No fucking shocker who goddamn won. Again, let's be real. There was no real contest on that front. I should have left her out of it, because let's be real, it was always going to be her. But it was interesting to kind of see where everyone else falls. And yeah, Madoka didn't get anywhere near enough love. I think one person has voted on Madoka, and it was adamant in defending her. And you know what? Hey, fucking A right. Champion. I'm just happy she got some love. She deserved it. Because she's a great character. She's just a simplistic one. And that's cool. Again, Mommy was really, really interesting, because the only thing I really knew about Mommy going into the entire series was, like, you know, she's voiced by Wholesome Goodness. So obviously I'm in it and I'm loving it. Like a goddamn sausage egg McMuffin. Put that shit right in my mouth. A double stack, because goddamn Mommy. It's not leave me alone. It's okay. Don't talk about her in a food context, you fool. It took me a minute. God damn it, I can't ever call her a muffin again. Which just ruins my entire vocabulary. Anyway, point is, yeah, I didn't really know much about Mommy going in, other than I knew, again, that she was voiced by Kaori Mizuhashi in the sub, and that she fucking dies. So that was a great way to start the series off now, wasn't it? Obviously, again, it did not matter. That spoiler was not enough to save me, because I was not anticipating it 3 episodes into the series to have my goddamn soul removed from my body. Again, that's easily one of the most interesting experiences I've ever had with the death of a character. Just because, oh, fuck, well, I knew that was going to happen, you know? And then and then give it like 5 minutes, like, I'm sorry, guys, you know, again, I knew that was the thing. Fucking A. Sorry you guys don't have an experience to really watch Devolve, and, you know, you couldn't see me really cry that much. I'm sorry. Spoilers, what are you going to do, man? It sucks. And then the 1.5 hour long fucking meltdown happened when it really sunk in. So that was fun. Fuck. God damn it. That one hurt. Which is why I'm so fucking glad. Not only did she come back at the end of the series, which obviously is why she's in rebellion, but to have so many moments where they're in rebellion with her being amazing and fantastic and dope and wonderful and cute and great. Because I really, 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 really like Mommy. She's a lot of fun. She's, again, I think she is probably my second favorite. Yeah, I do believe it probably goes Homura, Mommy. It definitely goes Homura, Mommy, Sayaka, Madoka, Kyoko? I don't know. Madoka and Kyoko are really hard for me. Because I like them both. But again, obviously they are both. Someone always is gonna have to be in top, and someone's always gonna have to be at the bottom. Such as how numbers do. But yeah, I don't know. It's still difficult for me to figure out what those. But yeah, I adore Mommy. She is a total sweetheart who deserves way more love. Which thankfully she gets a lot of it from the community. Again, that was another one of the big things. I didn't know. Because again, I've talked about it before, but like, I talked about how Mommy was potentially going to be my favorite going in because of the Kaori Mizuhashi thing, and I like her design a lot. Again, she has all the girls have really great designs. I think Kyoko, again, has probably my least favorite of the bunch. I don't know why, it just doesn't really land with me. Her casual outfit I really, really love, because I'm a sucker for a girl in a hoodie. But just like her magical girl getup just doesn't land with me nearly as well as the other ones do. But yeah, I adore Mommies to death. The fucking badass huntress ladies, fucking fantastic. It's a good look. Goddamn musketeer, she's wonderful, great. Can I say fantastic enough? It's great. But again, I went into the series talking about how I wanted that, and perpetually, just constantly met by people going, "Ooh, hit me with the reverse of it all. Hit me with the snack of it all." But it was. It was a thing. And again, my impression was, oh, I bet she's an asshole, and that's why she's like, oh, you're gonna regret that. She's a total dick. It's gonna suck. But no one ever gave me context. There was the context. I knew the context. I just didn't know when the context was. And that sucks. I'm really glad we got to see more of her, though. Because again, she's a total sweetheart. I really love to see, while Charlotte and I used to terrify me because of the show proper, they are a ton of fun in the movie, and their interactions with Mommy in general is really, really sweet, because that girl again deserves all the love and friendship in the world. Maybe if she had a little bit more of it earlier on, she would have made it a little bit longer. Also, if she hadn't deliberately kneecapped herself by not hanging out with Homura. Just saying. Not saying it would have helped all the way through the show, but it would have at least bought you a little more time and at least one more head. We laugh so we do not cry. It's okay, she's fine now. She has head Rion surgery. It's magic. Magic operation. Instead of when you hit the sides and it goes buzz, it goes Jeez. Anyway, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, I don't know. She's really, really great, and I really, really enjoyed that we got to see so much more of her. I think she really, really works fantastically as, you know, kind of as the mommy figure of the group, as the, you know, as the leader in a lot of ways, which is really interesting because, again, the show is named after Madoka, and she is the most overpowered fucking person in existence. Well, she was. She was that. She was the most overpowered person in existence. Ooh, goddamn. Anyway, hey man, you can't win them all. But yeah, like, you have someone like that, and then you have someone who, like Homura, who is also absurdly fucking powerful, obviously. And just who's really the protagonist of the fucking series. Like, even if you can't give it to her for the show, which I would say you're still probably incorrect about, or at least that she would share it with Madoka. The movie, absolutely 100% without question. That's just her movie. It's literally an entire... And that was another thing I really appreciate. I'm going to try not to deviate too much from my character discussion, but just something I didn't realize, kind of, at least how I perceive it as well, is how the show really acts as... It's the reveal of Homura's actions. It's... Obviously, you get plenty of time with her, like, what she's thinking, kind of how she's operating, especially in episode 10, like, that's kind of all what she's about. But, like, the show is, you know, the reveal, unraveling, the playing out of Homura's actions, while the movie is the reveal, unraveling, and playing out of Homura's mental state. Like, the entire movie, like, the whole movie... Obviously, until the end is just a fucking... It's obvious. It's a labyrinth, but in the end, it's a fucking dream, is what it is. It's a fucking nightmare. Hence, why I would imagine there are nightmares as the big things, and not wraiths or witches. Really, even though there are witches, that's not the point. You know, in the end, that's what it is. The whole movie's a fucking nightmare. Everything works by nightmare rules. It's why everything's fucking weird and magic from the beginning. Is because and that's why you wouldn't question it right away, is because you don't question a dream, even though it's dream logic and it doesn't make any fucking sense, but you just accept that because that's what it is. Oh, I can fly. I can just do that, you know. I can't do that, but I can do that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Like, that's how dreams are. And occasionally, sometimes you realize what it is, and you'll snap out of it, and it will almost always seem to just utterly fucking deteriorate at that point for me. God, I have more nightmares than I do have happy dreams. That's not great. Anyway, but I also think that is very appropriate as well, because that's immediately what happens to Homura as well, when she starts realizing what's going on, and everything starts to fucking implode. It's all just a dream, guys. It's just a very important, awful dream. Anyway. Of a dead person. Of a dying person. It's not good. Yeah, I'm sorry to step out of the fucking order again. I want to go back to characters and stuff. But, fuck. I don't remember where I was. I was talking about Mommy. That's what I know I was talking about. Again, the kind of people who are leaders and stuff, and I got sidetracked because fucking Homura's a fucking utter badass. But yeah, so, like, even despite the fact that you have these two incredibly driven, or at least one incredibly powerful person who has a lot of compassion, you know, drive, just doesn't generally act on it too much until, you know, she finally does. And you have someone who is literally all drive and action all the fucking time. You still kind of have Mommy, who does generally act as, you know, team leader. She's as the mom, as the one who's guiding everyone around and teaching them. And she's their senior, and she's, you know, I don't know. I always really appreciate it. She's a total fucking sweetheart. Again, I've said it before. Like, don't get me wrong. Homura is, without question, ultimate waifu for laifu material. She is one true eternal blissful destroy the universe multiple times over for you lady. But mommy is wife material, just straight up, just like, this is the person I would want to raise my kids. She is great, as long as they don't do anything too out of question, because she might blow them the fuck away and just freak the fuck out. That is still one of the hardest goddamn scenes to watch this show. And again, I get it completely. I don't think it's right. You shouldn't do that. You're gonna hear that a lot in this video. I get it, but I don't think it was right. Probably shouldn't just blow Kyoko the fuck away and immediately try to do the same to Homura. Can you imagine if that was how it all ended? Just halfway through the whole goddamn thing, mommy just fucking took her the goddamn way out. That'd suck. Anyway, point is, I get it for sure. But mommy's a really, really great character, so I'm really glad other people enjoy her as much as I do. Again, that was another kind of thing cool to take away from the poll is, it seemed like there was, mommy was a lot of people's. The poll very much seems to agree with me on how these characters rank so far. Then there's, of course, Sayaka, who I, again, was kind of my favorite going in, or my favorite at the beginning of the show, experiencing it. Obviously, mommy was my, like, well, maybe go in, see what's up. I know people like Homura, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. She's just weird and kind of a dick in the corner. But then, again, you have Sayaka, who, again, I think both obviously resonates with me and resonates with a bunch of other people. I do believe, again, Dave, my man's from the Discord, he's a rad lad. You may have known of his existence. Is a Reveille? Is that how you say that? Revel? It's probably not Revel, is it? I don't fucking goddamn know. It's my man's on the YouTubes. He's great. He is watching through Madoka Magica. Now, as we do speak, I believe last time I checked, he put out episode 5 earlier this past week that I'm recording this. It'll be a little longer than that for you guys, because I know exactly when I want to put this out. I believe he put out episode 5. He's, again, currently reacting to it right now. Oh, VTubers, you've destroyed my goddamn sub list, and I don't regret it for a goddamn second. Yeah, he did episode 5 6 days ago. So that tells you when I'm recording this, if you can do maths. Point is, he's great. And I know he as well is super big on Sayaka going through the show. As is, highly expected, because she's really, really great. Again, she's very much she's the muscle. She really is. I mean, both her and Kyoko really act as kind of muscle. But she's incredibly driven in her attempts for justice. And don't get me wrong, she's fallible just like everyone else. Fucking clearly. There's a reason she seems to almost always succumb to her own fucking despair and shit. Obviously, they all would in the end anyway, but you know what I'm saying. Like, the one who gets it first. The one who immediately cracks under the weight of her own expectations and desires. Which is, really sucks, especially since she is someone who is so driven to do the right thing and to care about people. And again, I talked about it plenty before in the past too, but I don't consider her... While I do acknowledge the selfish aspects that there are along with her wish and her desires, obviously, because in the end, while she does want to do the right thing, and what she did was arguably a very good thing, and what she wished for was a commendable wish, there was always obviously going to be that certain level in the background of her going, hey, Kyosuke, I did this for you. Like, there is a selfish aspect of that. And I don't think it's wrong to point that out, and I don't think it, means Sayaka's a bad person any more than it means Homura's a bad person because she made a mistake. A big fucking mistake. But she's not a bad person. Despite what videos on the internet will tell you. Anyway, that one was for me. Yeah. I don't know. I find Sayaka a really enjoyable character. I love her design as well. I totally didn't realize as well that she has a weird fucking thing on her belly in her magical glove. I don't know what that's about. I assume that's like her fucking... Is that her goddamn soul gemmy dupe thing? I don't know. It's a weird position for it. And it bothers me because it hides the belly, and we've established that's your boy's fucking... It's your boy's fucking goddamn strawberry jam. Don't take that from me. Anyway. What? Anyway. Yeah, Sayaka's really, really great. Again, kind of a complex, difficult person, but most of people are, really. Anyway. And then you have Kyoko, who, again... this was another thing I didn't realize till starting through with the rewatch, but fuck me, she goddamn just starts off so goddamn hard as a dick, don't she? Like, Homura at least has the common courtesy to start off as mysterious more than a dick. Like, don't get me wrong, she does open up trying to blow Kyubey the fuck away, as she should. We just don't know that. You're the worst little rabbit bitch. You creepy... goblin-faced alien fuck. I hate you. With a fiery passion. You are my... And you're not my least favorite villain. You're my favorite villain. You're my least favorite person. Anyway. Yeah. But yeah, Kyoko starts off as such a fucking dick. She's such a fucking asshole. I totally forgot. Like, I knew again that she started off bad, but just going through this, I'm like, oh, right. You're the fucking worst at the beginning. you're such a dick. Which is also why, again, rolling immediately from this, obviously you have her moments where she turns around and becomes one of the fucking coolest people on the planet. Again, that, oh god, episode 8 fucking ruined me this time around. Not that it was gentle and kind and sweet the first time, but holy shit, it took me the fuck out. It's such a good fucking episode. Again, I would love to figure out where I actually rank all these. I specifically said I wanted to do that before I sat down and did this, and did not do it because I'm moron stupid head. But yeah, episode 8 is easily like top 3. It's such a fucking good episode, and so sad. Fuck. But it's why, and god damn it, knows you're fucking with me. It's all the drugs. Yeah, you fucking boring loser. It's all the drugs, not just your nose itches. Anyway, point is, it's obviously I took a little bit, a small break, like a week or two break before I jumped into Rebellion after finishing the show before. Immediately rolling into it after, with this time, god damn, it was so much more easy to notice how, especially obviously having the added context of towards the end of the movie. Holy shit, damn, Kyoko and Sayaka are just an old married couple immediately at the fucking gate. Like, it's so thick. It's so much thicker than I remember it being. And again, it's possibly because I have the added context of, you know, that moment at the end of the movie, fucking like, it was you. And I'm like, oh, shit, damn. Oh, I'm here for it, girls. Own that shit. Icons of the community. It's great. It's great. Anyway, yeah, man, I don't know. It was so much stronger than I remember, and I immediately was fucking smiling from grin from ear to ear, like, I like these too. They're great on their own, but they're so much better together. Fuck me. Oh, so yeah, no, just again, a lot of stuff going back with the added context of either Rebellion or the end of the show. That was another one thing, and obviously that's something you always get with any series you really go back on, but especially with a series like this, where like, hey, the entire point of the show is this girl who, you know, who's fucking goddamn locked herself in hell for years worth of time. Yeah, obviously there was a ton of scenes where, like, I know we talked about this before, but there's tons of scenes where, like, hey, when you go back and watch, you can see a lot of those fucking Homura glances and looks where she's fucking like, just, I'm dying on the inside, girl. Can you not? Stop. Just don't do it. Just don't touch the magical girl cookie jar. Don't do it. Stop it. That's like, the whole show is that, with more internal turmoil. But obviously you have all that, but then, like, you just have all those random, like, one-off lines that the first time around don't mean anything, but the second time around, turn your heart into a block of cheese, you know, that you grind against a grater repeatedly, a lot, and you go, this hurts a little. This hurts. This thing here, this hurts. I know what this means, and this hurts. Have you ever had to watch people die? Yeah, I've had to watch a lot of people die. That sucks. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, Monica. Yeah, the heart is getting thinner on the grates and shit. How do you know my name and all this? Just grate all this shit. And then Nagisa eats it. Hopefully it's Charlotte, because if it's just Nagisa herself, that's 10 times more upsetting than it already is. I don't need to watch this small child eat a shaved heart. That's unpleasant as a thought. Anyway, point is, there's a lot of scenes like that, and that fucking sucks. But it's great. It's great. I love shit like that you can get on the second time around, or if you're smart enough with your big brain energy to catch it on the first time. I'm still so fucking happy I caught the goddamn fact that she was a time traveler like 20 fucking seconds goddamn before it got legitimately spoiled for me. I'm so happy. Also, there is a second version of that image. Legit, there is a second version of that image out there. It doesn't have Marty McFly this time. It has another character, which immediately would have spoiled it for me, and another character that I don't know, so I can't use that. But there's another character that I do know, which would have given it away as well. And I gotta say, it's not even that good of a meme, guys. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. If I knew who that other character was, maybe I would be more upset. But here I'm just disappointed. And again, I'm just really glad I caught it when I did. I was talking about Kyoko, wasn't I? Can we talk about the fact that Kyoko has that the fucking DDR machine ripoff that she dances on is called Dog Drug fucking Reinforcement? Isn't that what it was? I specifically freaked out about that. I'm going to talk about the other thing I freaked out about, because it made my brain implode when I realized what was going on. It's the most upsetting thing in the entire series. I gotta be honest with you. Like, you think it's Kyubey. You think, like, Kyubey is the worst thing. You think, like, oh, they turn into witches. No, there is something worse. And if you're gonna, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's Dog Drug Reinforcement. What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? Japan, no. Japan, no. Stop it. Get some help. Anyway, I don't have too much to say more about Kyoko other than I like Kyoko a lot. Again, she's probably potentially, I think she is the one of the bunch I like the least. I think she's the only one, besides like Nagisa, that isn't on my top 100 characters. I think, if I remember correctly, I think Madoka is the last one on that list. Hey, where do I have everyone? I know I have Homura as like fucking 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I have Homura as 7, and I cannot guarantee that she will not go higher. Watch out, Kurisu. You amazing. Watch your ass. And everyone else, watch your ass, because Eri is ruining me as of late. Yeah, we have Homura there. What else we got? Then yeah, Mommy is. But I got between 02 and Catholi. Got fucking Sayaka next to Nephrin and Michiru from Plastic Memories. I'm surprised she still sticks with me as much as she does. I do like her a lot. She doesn't have a ton going on, but I still really like her. She's a smaller character, but I'm a fan. Goddamn Michiru's, man. Madoka. Yes, that is 4. You can count, moron. Yeah, and then I got Madoka between Jibril and Aqua. This is great. But yeah, I don't think I have Sayaka on there. Anyway. I might want to change that, though. I'm not 100% sure. It's difficult once you get lower down on the list. Anyway, point is, Kyoko is still very, very great, even though I don't give her as much love as other people do. But it's all the better is because that means you guys can pick up the fucking pieces where I so terribly leave off. Anyway, yeah, quick before I move on with the other completely insignificant, don't worry about them characters. Like, I guess there's Nagisa, who may be the most important character in the show, but everyone else, don't worry about it. She's not. Homura, who's that? Anyway. I don't even, come on, man. Yeah, we need to talk about the single greatest, especially since I'm going to have to reset the fucking thing, again for the next hour. But, ooh boy, ooh daddy, ooh mama, can we talk about the single most upsetting thing in all of goddamn Madoka? I'll give you a chance right now to guess. You guess what it is. If you want, you can put it in the comments. What do you think at the fucking 56 mark or whatever? What is the most upsetting thing in the Madoka series? Go ahead. Oh, wait. If you answered, it's the cafeteria scenes or the like little restaurant area, you're right. I don't know if you're right for why, because there's 2 different reasons. 3, depending on how you look at it. Because 1, Sayaka is a fucking animal. She's a freak, an insane monster of food. Okay, the first part I'll allow to an extent because you can at least make some sort of argument for this. Sayaka, every time, to the best of my knowledge, the only times we ever see her eat, she's eating hot dogs. That's fine. Disgusting meat tube, who doesn't love a good one of those every once in a while? That's fine. Some of you may already know where I'm going with this. Especially if you're in my Discord when I proceeded to have a fucking meltdown. I'm like, Mommy's dead and what the fuck is this shit? Point is, I don't have a problem with eating hot dog. It's a terrible monstrosity, but they're delicious. Horrible, but stunning. Anyway, point is, you can eat a hot dog. But the first time we see her eat a hot dog, she's eating a hot dog not with relish on it, but with whole pickle chips. You say, Shannon, what? That's not too weird. Relish is made out of pickle. I know it is, but it isn't the food itself. It's the goddamn principle of it. What kind of insane maniac puts... Like, I would give you a pickle spear before I would give you a goddamn pickle chip. Because at least a pickle spear is the same shape as a hot dog. Pickle chips? The little circly-doos? Insanity. Pickles are amazing. Dill. Bread and butter, I will burn this place to the fucking ground. That's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. Dill, delicious, scrumptious, tender, wonderful, amazing. Put it in my mouth like it was Homer. I'm down for it. Point is, not on a hot dog. You can eat a fucking pickle on the side. I'll allow that. I will still be upset, but I will allow a pickle spear. Relish, that's what it's made for. I don't really care for it, but it's the whole purpose. But pickle chips? Fuck you, Sayaka. You're the worst. I immediately fixed this. I'm taking you off the goddamn chart. But then you have to remember that I said there was 2 more things. That's because that's the first time we see her eating a hot dog, to the best of my knowledge. I'm not going back to the first part, because she might be eating another one with some sort of criminal goddamn enterprise. I put fucking chocolate ice cream on my hot dog. Maniac. I'd believe it. After this crazy shit. Because the second time she eats a fucking hot dog, do you know what she goddamn puts on it? She puts lettuce on it. A whole ass giant romaine leaf of goddamn lettuce. Is that romaine? I don't know. I've been saying romaine. I don't know if that's actually the case. It's this big fucking flappy chunk of lettuce. Like she's eating a fucking po' boy. But no. Bitch, you are eating a hot dog. And he says, Shannon, she's just trying to be healthy. And I say, you are wrong. You are wrong. She was healthy. She'd eat a fucking salad. This is not healthy. This is the actions of an insane person. You cannot eat a hot dog with lettuce on it. You can. I want you to picture this in your mind. You're eating a nice salad. Some nice croutons. Some fucking, like, a nice bit of cheese, maybe. If you like that. I don't. It's not for me, but, you know. I maybe like some parm or something like that. But, you know, it's fine. Something like that. What do you imagine when you put meat on a salad? Oh, maybe some nice chicken breast. Crispy or not. Fabulous either way. Perhaps a nice egg. Something like that. You know. Some nice proteiny things. You know what you don't imagine? Putrid meat log. You don't just hack up nasty fucking hot dog and put it on a salad. You know why you don't do that? Because the textures would make you want to vomit immediately. You cannot have the crispy, delicious freshness bite of a nice tender lettuce with the disgusting meat tube that is a hot dog. Again, they are fine separate, but you put them together. That's racist. It could be worse. As I've said before, it could be worse. It could have been iceberg lettuce. That would have been horrendous. That would have been a nightmare. That would have been just, I'll throw the whole goddamn show out. I gotta be honest with you. There's no saving her. This is why she's always the one who goes. Fuck. It's so bad. Anyway, and the other one is, I legitimately don't know if this is a cultural thing. Like, I went to go freak out about it in the Discord, but then we were like, fuck, is that just a thing in Japan? So, legitimate question to my Japanese viewers. Same. The other big problem with the cafeteria thing. Again, I'm an American, so I only have my personal experience to go with, and other personal experiences I've seen of other people. And when you're at like a fast food restaurant or something like that, or where you have a tray, you have a tray of food, cafeteria, some shit like that. Whether it was school or outside. Dear Japanese viewers, do you, when you are finished eating, stand up, take your tray, as God intended, walk to the garbage, and empty your trash in the garbage? Usually they would have it by the door. Shashink, got it in there, put the little tray on the little cubby thing that they have up there, and you're like, hey, toodaloo, everyone. And everyone's like, who the fuck are you talking to me about for? What is this? Is not what this is not a communal experience. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe they don't say that other part. They probably say it in Japanese. But like, point is, like, do you go up and put the shit in the garbage, or do you get up, leave it on the table for the wait staff, like a demon might? It's insane to me, because both Homura, I know, like I said, best girl, I'm gonna have to drop her down to worst girl if this is her goddamn manners. Point is, Homura does it. Don't even get me started on the fact that Homura, I don't even think ever eats anything. She literally gets like a cup of coffee. She, I think, maybe stirs it and then leaves it, and then just fucking dips. What the fuck, Homura? This is worse than when you fucking went demon on everyone and broke the universe and betrayed your best friend and lover waifu supreme. This was somehow the most egregious sin of them all. But I am the thing called evil now. Yes, you are. You always were. Anyway. Point is, she does that, and then there's a scene where Hitomi and fucking Sayaka are chatting shit, And they're like, hey, I'm gonna steal your man. And Sayaka's like, I'm dying. You know, shit like that. And and then but anyway, Hitomi does the same thing. She just fucking gets up and leaves the tray on the table. They just leave this. So one of two things is happening. Either, yes, it is commonplace for everyone to just leave their shit on the table. And again, I'm not talking like a fucking, like you're out at a nicer restaurant where like you have plates. Plates and bowls are one thing. That's specifically the job of a wait staff to come and get. And you're like, oh, thank you so much. Hey, thanks. Awesome. Cool. And you get back to your conversation about talking about how great Homura is and how much you think you would look beautiful in her cosplay. And how much your audience agrees. There's literally going to be a point in Shannon's life, it's canon now, that I have to go on Amazon.com and buy a pair of pink women's panties so that I may wear them on my head for the delight and viewership of my audience. That's a thing that will happen someday. Thanks, guys. Fuck. Point is, either that, please don't die, Shannon. We have to do the panty thing, remember? Anyway. Without context, that's weird. With context, that's weird. Because either that's the case, or the other thing is, which is just as dickish, but from a different angle, or that means they just left it for Sayaka to clean up. Or Sayaka and Madoka to clean up, respectively. Either way, you're either a dick to the waitstaff, or you're a dick to your waifu and or best friend who's trying to steal your husbando. Anyway... Again, I don't know if that's actually legitimately a cultural thing. If it is, what the fuck, Japan? How about your poor people? How about your manses? These fast food people. If it's not a thing, because like there was a question that we were like, well, maybe it's a cultural thing. We're like, hey, fucking goddamn, customer's always right. Yeah, I would find it as a disgrace to my service if I was forced to pick up my own. I would. 100% next time you do it, if that is the case, go like, hey, is there a garbage can so I can go empty this out for you? Thanks so much for your guys' office and great service. You guys are wonderful. Take care. I got this one. Oh, I got this one. Don't worry about it. You're killing it. You're dope. You got this. You're gorgeous. Live your best life. Fight the power. You'd probably need to have a garbage can. But if that isn't the case, they probably don't have the little tray spot. So you can't be, so you're just going to be like, fuck, what do I do with this now? And you just leave. You just take the fucking tray out the door. This is mine now. Now I'm a thief. It's great. Anyway, point is, legitimate curiosity, because that fucked with me so much. Anyway, I give you a hold for a second. Now that we've left dumb joke shit territory for a second, I'm gonna reset the fucking stuff so that the video can exist. I'll see you in a second. So then there's the most inconsequential character in all of Madoka. You never even heard of her. Who's her? What's it? I don't even know. Doesn't even exist. Nagisa, who's that? Haha, you thought I was gonna do the Homura bit. I was, I pulled a sneaky with the other part. What? Anyway, Homura Akemi. What the fuck, girl? Holy shit. God, what? I might have to move you up on the goddamn chart right now, even though Kurisu is still there. Homura's a fucking enigma. In a great, like, again, I can't express how... Again, I do debate with myself and battle quite harshly whether or not I would put her... Obviously, she's not my favorite character. Favorite character in the show, but like I still do have a couple of different characters ahead of her overall in media. Not that doesn't have the power to change as time goes on. Especially if Shaft wants to fucking help a brother out with some wholesome good news. The good word of Satan herself. If you want a fucking goddamn movie, please. It's a thing. We've established it's a thing. There's a concept movie, and you've said that there is more. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Okay, sorry, it's not. Ooh, okay. Dark times. Anyway. Anyway, my point is, like, she's not quite that, but I do legitimately struggle at this point with considering her as, like, who I would consider the more kind of complex and interesting character, even up against Mitru. And to anyone who hasn't played Grisaya, that sounds insane, because Mitru just looks like the most random, who gives a shit fucking blonde tsundere. End of story. Like, she looks like what you would expect from, like, Erori, and that sounds like I'm dissing Erori, and I don't mean that, because Erori is great. She's not you know, fucking, like, inconsequential or goddamn useless or not complex in any way, shape, or form. But I'm saying is more that tone of character. But if you've played that, you know that's not the case, and Mitru's a fucking goddamn human question mark. And she's really great because of it. And there's a few people in this role I want to hug and tell it's going to be okay to, more than her. Point is, so I easily have kind of a struggle up there. And again, I don't think I can do it just purely out of bias. But yeah, she's really goddamn something, man. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to put into words how I really feel about Homura. Because Homura's just, she's a lot. First and foremost, definitely more on the rebellion side of things, Homura is not a bad person. She was not always a bad person. She isn't one now. She's not a monster. Despite what she says, she is not evil. I do not consider it that way at all. I actually did mean to talk about Nagisa first. Nagisa's fine. I actually did mean to talk about Nagisa first before I jumped into Homura. That wasn't actually a joke. She's fine. Bebe's adorable. Anyway, point is, I do not consider Homura to be a bad person. I really, really do not. She is a immensely troubled girl who has been through some utter shit and has not taken that well. As no one would. I think it's one of those many characters out there in the world that has such extraordinarily unfathomable fictional circumstances that you couldn't ever legitimately possibly understand what that situation would be like and what it would do to you. That it's easier to shrug off or to assume it would go a different way for you, or to judge someone a certain way for their actions. Again, I do not believe that what Homura did was right. I want to make that very, very clear. I do not. I know there's quite a few people out there who actually do consider it not a horrible thing, and who look at the positive aspects of what she brings, because it is not a wholly horrific. It's not great, but it's not a wholly terrible final outcome as it stands currently. It's not as though she's not done good things for the people that she cares about. It's not that she did not in many ways protect people and, you know, give them a potentially better existence and stuff like that. It's not as though everything she did was wholly awful. And I think that's actually kind of a very important thing to take note of in general. And I think it's part of the reason why I think her claim of, well, I guess I'm evil, is bullshit. Not like on behalf of the writers or on behalf of the series, but on behalf of Homura herself. I don't know whether to say that I would consider that her excuse, or just the only way she can think to frame it, because all she really knows is evil, so that's what she has to believe that she is, even if it's not that simple. I think a huge part of this year's, especially a lot of rebellion and the very end of the main series as well, is I think Homura really coming to the realization that, did I say Homura? That Madoka, I hope I didn't say Homura, of Madoka coming to the realization that I don't think Homura necessarily really has. Even if she's literally experienced it herself, I don't know if she's really been able to nail it down herself. But Madoka coming to the realization that evil doesn't work that way. That the witches aren't evil. Like, they're not. They're just not. They are incredibly destructive and dangerous, and people die, and it's terrible and awful. But they're not evil. They're people who are hurting. They're poor people who have tried to do the right thing and collapsed under the weight of that good thing. Or collapsed under the weight of their own desires. Or collapsed under the weight of whatever the fuck. The witches aren't evil. That's not, like, that's fucking ridiculous. I wouldn't consider them any more evil than I would consider Homura, which, I mean, makes sense because she is a witch at that point. Or as many people would consider Kyubey. Even though I would consider him more evil than I would consider the witches, I gotta be honest with you. Fuck this little guy. But, like, yeah. I think a not insignificant part of the show, and especially the movie, stand to discuss the theme and the main point of it's a gray area. It isn't black and white. It just is not. The witches aren't some sort of evil monstrosity purely hell-bent to kill everyone. They're incredibly tortured souls that have just been lost, that have lost it. They've lost their minds. They've lost so much. I'm curious to know if they've ever said, or if there's more direct examples of characters talking about why they believe witches do what they do, why they harm other people, reach out to harm other people and trap them and kill them and such. My takeaway, I think, from it is either a sense of loneliness and isolation, so it's reaching out for other people, and in the end it's if you are a being that was created through destruction, then I guess, yeah, you'd probably, the only way you could think to get more people like you would be to destroy things. I actually think I might frame this stuff a little bit differently. I'm going to continue on my point, but I've been trying to figure out how I was going to put this video or this videos together, and I think I kind of know how I want to do it now. Yeah, I don't consider the witches inherently evil, and I don't think Madoka does either. I think a huge part of that ending is her realizing that is not how it works, and her going, they don't need to be destroyed. They don't need something like that. What they need is a helping hand. They need someone to reach out to them. I think that's why so much rebellion is what it is it's Madoka trying to reach out and save Homura. She can't, at least as far as she knows, she can't reach out and just take the witch out of Homura or something like that. This is not how it works, because that witch is Homura. That's what she is. She is this tormented soul. She's this person who can't accept the reality that not only she's in, but the one she directly made. You know, her wish came true. The problem is her wish that came true isn't what she really wanted. She wanted Madoka. She didn't necessarily want to protect Madoka. She wanted Madoka. She just thought that that was how she could do it. I think there's a lot of similarity there between her and Sayaka. What she wanted to do was an inherent, or what she asked to do, what her actual action was inherently a good thing. It was a positive thing. It was trying to do the right thing. But there was a selfish side to it. Very clearly. She loves Madoka more than anything. More than anyone loves anything. And so when she couldn't have her in the end, even though she did the right thing, she got her wish, it happened. And again, we had a lot of discussions of whether or not, like, hey, do you consider whether or not she got her wish fulfilled? Was it correct? Did it work out? And I am very much of the opinion that it did. She got exactly what she wished for. Word for word. At least in the dub. Again, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember exactly how it's worded in the sub, but if I remember correctly, it's very much the same. But if so, yeah, she got exactly what she asked for. It's just that what she asked for wasn't necessarily exactly what she wanted. And because of it, she, it wasn't enough. In the end, she was always going to lose herself to her despair. And if Kyubey hadn't been such a fucking twat, that would have been it. But Homura had to run her mouth, and this little shit and all of his fellow douchebaggery brigade had to be goddamn scientists and, do a fun thing and ruin everything. I can't consider Homura evil even if she does, because I think her perception is inherently flawed. I don't think she ever came to the same conclusion that Madoka did. I believe that she still believes the world is black and white. She believes there is good and evil. She believes that there is right and wrong. She believes, despite the fact that I do acknowledge it's hard to discuss without talking too much about Kyubey as well. Because I think that's a huge, valuable point here is Kyubey is not inherently wrong. I disagree with him massively on a moral level. I completely disagree. I am a super not an ends justify the means person. I do not agree with that in any way, shape, or form. There's plenty of people who do. I am not that kind of person. I do not trade lives. I don't do that shit. I'm one of those people who I can't accept that mindset for myself. I can acknowledge why people have that mindset. I can acknowledge why Kyubey believes what he believes. I can acknowledge why the incubators do what they do. I do not agree with it, but I can acknowledge it. I acknowledge that it in itself also is not inherently evil, just as it is not inherently good. It, like everything else, is a shade of gray. It's a middle ground. Life is not evil and good. There's a little bit of everything somewhere. Some things are more awful than others, some things are more better than others. But in the end, it's all just shades of gray. I don't believe Homura understands that. one of the things we talked about in the series, and one of my favorite things to talk about kind of in fiction in general, is perception. How one person can see one thing, another person can see a completely different thing based on their life experiences, or based on prior information that they know, or based on just how they're feeling in the moment. I won't talk too much about it because I've had enough political fucking comments here as of late. Eventually gonna start pissing people off. But I live in the United States. There is an entire subset of people in my country who live in a completely different fucking world than I do. Their perception is so impossibly fucking different than mine, and I cannot fathom how they have that. And it's not fiction. It's not another... I'm just not talking about a story. I'm talking about real life and real people. And our perceptions are so fundamentally different that a group will completely deny a fact. Just completely. Because they don't feel like it. You know, like, or something like that. There's other examples as well, but that's the one I will use. It's been an eventful year and a half. It's been a bit longer than a year and a half. My point is, you know, perceptions are a very interesting thing and a potentially very scary thing, because they can make people do terrible things, or they can make people do great things. But they can completely fundamentally change everything. And I think that's hugely important for someone like Homura. I don't believe Homura is a bad person. I believe she is a good person who did a bad thing because she was hurt. You know, somewhere out there, there's a world, there's a universe, or something like that, where none of this shit happened. Where Homura just transferred in to school and met Madoka and hung out with her, and they became friends. Because you know Madoka would immediately jump to be her friend and stuff. Madoka's such a fucking sweetheart, and she just wants to take care of people. She would immediately jump on this fucking adorable little glasses-wearing goofus. She would be down there in a second and be best friends with her and Sayaka and, you know, stuff. And who knows where Kyoko would be. Legitimately, who knows where Kyoko would be, because, you know, state of things with her dad and everything like that. It's kind of sad to think about, but who knows where the mommy would be, if mommy would be anywhere. But at least there's you know, there's a world somewhere where none of that happens, and Homura isn't hurt the way that she is. Homura isn't forced to make a decision to destroy her life for the person that she loves. There's a world where she doesn't find herself in the position that she created the very thing she specifically went out of her way to try and stop. I think it's such a soul-shatteringly tragic, in an otherwise legitimately really hope-filled and positive ending. It's such a fucking tragic goddamn story for Homura. Even in the end, even with everything, like, everyone has a good ending in that, but Homura. Even Sayaka, who in the end does go, she is gone at that point. Obviously, she eventually goes on to become a part of the Law Cycles and does her thing and starts kicking ass, being amazing and hooking up with her wife. In the end, she at least still has kind of her positive ending. She goes out with a smile. She knows she did the right thing this time around. She didn't lose herself to her darkness. She just lost herself and it was gone. Homura doesn't have that. Mommy's backing around, and like, again, everyone's a little sad because people still end up dying. But they are able to have their continued lives and their positive endings. Homura doesn't have that. Because while I do believe Homura's wish did come true, her desire didn't. Though her words were right, her heart wasn't. And there's nothing wrong with what she really wanted. There's nothing wrong with, hey, I love this girl. I want to protect her. I want to save her. I want her. There's nothing wrong with that. I respect the fuck out of it. But I think it's that disparity between what she really wanted and what she said she wanted that is part of what really fucks her up. Because in the end, she wanted the power to save her. To protect her. And that's exactly what she did. She had the power to eventually completely rewrite fucking fate and put all of this karmic fucking importance on Madoka so that she was strong enough to protect not only herself but everyone else. Again, it's obviously, to an extent, you have to debate with yourself how you consider that protection. Or whether or not you do consider the ability to defend yourself protection. And then you obviously have to ask the question, where does that end? What's the cutoff? Is it once that you finally reach that point? And then the question becomes, well, what happens when you are the thing that she needs protection from? And that's why I think, obviously, more than just them having directly said that there is more, that Homura's story is not over, and that there is more to be done. Like, I don't, and because I definitely, at this point, would not consider the current state that Madoka is in to be protected, but I do believe that is obviously a matter of how you view it. Choice and free will is something I find very, very, very important. I find an incredibly important thing. I consider it to be arguably probably the single most important aspect of life. Your action, the thing that you do, the things that make you you. Yeah, it's all chemicals and shit down in the end, but that's still you. Just you are those chemicals. You are those signals. That's what you are. But you still make these choices. Choosing to pick these up. Choosing to throw those there. Do this, click that. Don't click anything, idiot. You're going to turn it off. I considered that to be something incredibly important. I consider that to be, again, probably the most important aspect of life other than just actually existing. But even then, so much of your existing is that. It's what you do. So, and that is the main reason I consider what Homura does to be wrong. To be not, or at least not wholly right. Because again, you can make arguments for positive things that come out of her choice. To rewrite the fucking universe, to tell fate to eat a dick twice. 3 times, arguably, depending on how you look at it. And put Madoka where she is. But she stole her choice. to do that. She kind of became the thing she hated most in Kyubey. She took away that choice. She took away her consent. Which again, I consider very wrong. That is the part that I have the problem with. I think that's the part most people would have the problem with. And she didn't just do it to Madoka, she did it to Sayaka, and to Mami, and to Nagisa, and to Kyoko. Even if the world is better in ways for them, that doesn't mean you didn't steal who they are from them to get there. And I don't think that is right. Or at least not right enough. In the same exact way, I do not consider Kyubey's actions correct. It's a shade of gray, but it's definitely not right. It doesn't have to be wholly evil, but it's definitely not right. And again, that doesn't make her a bad person. She's not a monster. She's not evil. Fuck what she says. Again, I truly believe that is purely due to her perception of things. That's all that she can imagine. That's all that she knows. She believes the world to be black and white. So if Madoka was the white, she must be the black. If Madoka was the black, then she must be the white. She realizes that there are things wrong with what she's done. She just doesn't care. Because she was hurt and she wants something and she feels she needs something. Again, I think another huge part of why that gray works so well as a huge fundamental point of the story and of the series is the thing that does it all, the thing that completely fucks everything, the thing that defies a concept itself, defies basically God, isn't hate, it's not sorrow, it's not anything like that. It is pure elation. It is love. It is absolute fucking, yeah, this person, fuck yeah, 100%, I'll break everything. I think that's such an important thing. It's really, really funny, to me personally, because, again, I've talked about, I'm a writer, and there's a lot of stories I have come up with and I'm working on, and a lot of them fit together. A lot of them fit together in this big cohesive story that, in the end, and maybe that's probably why I have some of the opinions I have, is potentially there's some bias in there, is because so much of it intersects exactly with all of these same themes. How wrong it is to take away choice. The power, even negative, of love. What is right and what is wrong. How much does taking away people's choice to protect them, how much is that a good thing, or how much of it is just as awful as killing them? Even if you would never ever hurt someone physically, but you would do that, would that not be so much more painful and difficult and awful and dangerous and evil to do to someone? I think that's as part of the reason why the story resonates with me as much as it does on all these fronts, is because it all directly compares to his. And again, this is stuff I've been working on for a very, very long time. So I think that's why part of the reason why Madoka as a series lands with me is the way it does, and why Rebellion lands with me even more. Because I do consider, I think Rebellion I like more than the original series. I do think so. Not by like a huge margin. It's not like, well, the original Madoka's trash. But I do think I prefer the movie overall because of how, of where it takes it, of how it builds on the themes that are already there. I know a lot of people dislike Rebellion because it feels to them like a betrayal of what the original was. And to me, it feels the exact opposite. It is a direct continuation. It feels Absolutely. That makes perfect sense, and I hate it. I still hate it, but everything about that still feels right. Are you good, audio? Okay. You don't have to freeze all the time. It's terrifying me when you do that. Yeah. I find Homura to be such an utterly fucking compelling character. And I definitely don't consider her black and white in any way, shape, or form. Her outfit might have some black and white in it, but that's not how that works. I almost think you can make some sort of symbolism in that. Her outfit's black and white, sure. But there's a little bit of purple in there. There's a little bit of extra. There's a little bit more. It's not just black and white. A little bit of purple in there. I think there's some poetry in that. I don't know. I would love to hear what you guys think. Obviously, Homura is the big thing I want to hear about most of all. In the end, I want to hear about all of it with you guys, because again, I one of my favorite things about the series was listening to your guys' thoughts and your opinions and being able to kind of bounce off of you guys and discuss it. And I don't know how much longer this video is gonna go. But it's very possible maybe once I do get to read a lot of your comments for what there is there, I can do another one talking about it. I also want to do a video. I'm going to do a reaction to the concept movie. That is definitely something I want to do. I might even do that right after this. And I would also I don't know if I'll maybe even do it in this video here, or actually I think I will, because I can still kind of talk, and I think it's still very fitting for this discussion I'm having right now. Yeah, I think it's valuable to do it that way. I'll kind of talk a little bit about where I think it can go, where it might go. I won't have a ton to say, but and who knows? After the concept movie, that might give me a better idea of what they're thinking. But yeah, I think for me, I think with the way the story has been laid out, even down to its, again, it's a story of all that gray and how it's not black and white. And I think it's very well showed off in the series and the movie. Is you have one which I think very much fits that white, and the other one immediately fits the black. So you have those two extremes, but inside of all of it is that gray. So I think then you can have a third, like another movie or a second season or whatever they would want to do. Again, I would assume movie, where you do that middle area that's gray. I don't know how you wrap it in the end, how you square away the story with Homura, whether you fully manage to redeem her and pull herself out of her situation, and you go in a more concrete direction, like with Madoka. I personally don't see that, again, especially now with, again, how much of what I've been talking up here in this one. But I think there's a middle area. I think there is, again, that gray area, that middle line where, and I think that's the biggest thing, is it was always there. It's just Homura doesn't know how to reach it. It's not about absolving and redeeming Homura completely in this, like, oh, now she's an angelic angel now, but in that way of yeah, it was all bad, and none of it was good, and the choice you made wasn't right. But that's okay. You wasn't wrong either. You're not a bad person. You are just like everyone else. You've just been through a bit more shit. I think that was what Madoka really wanted to do for her in the end, was to just give her peace. And in the end, that's all I really want to see from these characters, is I just want them to have peace. I suspect there will be some back and forth before that happens. I suspect Homura is not going to let go of her perception and her pain so easily. But that's my hope. That's my want. I don't know if any other ending would feel more appropriate. I don't know what they'll do. But I do hope they do something. And I want to be there when they do. In the end, it wasn't a 6-hour long discussion, guys. I'm sorry. The meme is dead. But I think I got a lot of what I wanted to say. What mattered most to me. And in the end, what mattered most to me was Homura. Was Homura and that idea that it's not as simple as she makes it out to be. That just like her, the story's kind of complex. I find it incredibly beautiful and awful and wonderful, and it was easily one of my favorite experiences in media, and I don't expect that to change anytime soon. And I can't thank you all enough for experiencing it with me. I have had an incredibly, even through all the sad parts, I've had an incredibly delightful, wonderful, positive time because all of you, your community has been so fucking open-armed and welcoming and kind and sweet and wonderful to me. It's absurd. And I cannot thank you enough. I don't know how many people will stick around in the end. I can't thank enough of the people who did, who have up until this point at the very least. People are like, well, yeah, we're here for Madoka, but I'm here for you now, and stuff like that. It legitimately means the world to me. And as someone who does not completely love himself, the kindness and you guys showed to that self, it means the world to me. It gives me a little bit of hope and peace. Again, it's all you can really hope for and want for anybody, right? That's what I want for Homura anyway. Yeah, I'm going to try and do the concept movie. Again, I don't know if I'll have too much terribly to add to it, but at least we can watch it. And I'm sorry for bouncing the fucking camera. Hi, damn jittery leg. But we can at least watch it and maybe talk about it a little bit, and maybe I'll have a little bit better idea of where they want to take things. And the only thing I can say is, whatever they do end up doing next, I will be there. I would love to get around to watching Magia Record with you guys here eventually. I don't have a plan for when I'm going to get to that, but I would love to. I am totally on board with doing that. I'd love to do. There's maybe another idea or two I think would be fun to do with Madoka before we are finally done with it. I'm not gonna say what they are or ever put anything concrete out because that's a mistake, as clearly has been shown. That shit doesn't work. Don't say anything, Shannon. Just keep it cards close to your chest. Play 'em. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone again who was so patient, and who waited for me to finally get here to it. I want to say thank you to everyone who was so patient the first time around. Again, when we watched 2 episodes and then disappeared and then came back eventually. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who spent time to talk with me. To everyone who joined the Discord and has hung out with me and become a good friend of mine. I've had a fantastic experience with this series and with this community, and I cannot thank you all enough for it. Homura's story is something that will set with me through my entire goddamn life. And I would not have it any other way. I do not regret it for even a fucking moment, and I, through all of the pain and sorrow and awful, I feel nothing but love for it. It's a sad bitch, but it is a story of hope in the end. And I think that's why we can't counter out just yet. So, until then, till the next time comes around, or whatever it is that ends up happening, I guess I will have to say goodbye for now. Again, I am sorry it is not a 6-hour-long video. Again, it's very possible I'm actually going to break these 2 different parts up. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But the only thing I do know is I've had a wonderful time, and I hope you guys have too. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say in the comments, what you guys are thinking, what's up. Thank you for listening to me talk for 43 minutes just right now about how great I think Homura is. And I didn't even really get to sit here and pop off about how fucking gorgeous she is and amazing. It's wonderful. Marry me immediately. She's dedicated. You gotta give her that. It's the one kind of person that'll never cheat on you. This is the one thing we do know. She's loyal. Anyway. God damn. I don't know, man. Yeah, she's a great fucking character, though. Easily one of my favorites. Easily top 1 or 2 most complex and compelling characters for me. Even beating out everyone else that's ahead of her on that chart. Yeah. Story's something special. Thank you again so much to everyone who watched. Don't know when I will see you guys again. Again, I'm going to do the concept movie. We'll see how that goes. But as far as the rest of the series goes, this may be it for now. To everyone who joined me, I don't know how many of you will stick around and stay forever, but to everyone who did, thank you. To everyone who will, thank you so much. To everyone who will be going, thank you for staying around when you did, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time. Go watch a bunch more Madoka reactions and live your best life. That's one thing I can't say I'm excited enough to do. I have completely avoided every other person's opinion on this fucking series since I finished it. So I have not watched anything, and I really want to just sit around and watch fucking discussions and fucking reactions and shit. The worst part is it's going to aggravate the shit out of me because I'm going to have so much more shit to say, but it's not going to make any sense to anyone who wasn't directly watching all this shit with me. So it's going to be awful, and I'm going to hate it. It's going to be great. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking forward to watching people's reactions. I more want to watch people's reactions to Rebellion than I even want to watch the regular show. Because not only do, again, I like Rebellion a little bit more than I even like the show. But I think there's so much more of a compelling discussion there than the original series. I think the original series, while it's a great one to talk about, I don't think it has quite the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I couldn't have made this video on just the series. Anyway. So yeah, until the concept movie, which hopefully shouldn't be too far behind this. Maybe even before it. I don't know. Maybe tide you over, because, spoilers, this should have come out on Valentine's Day, because the whole point was... You read the title. Anyway, there's that. Again, don't know when we'll get to Magia Record, but one of these days. I can't wait for it. It definitely won't be any time quite so soon, because I could technically put Magia Record on the poll. We basically still are missing one slot to have a clean 15, and I am a sucker and a fucking half for a good, nice, even 5. 14 just looks weird. We'll see. I might. Don't quote me on that. It's a mistake, but I might do it anyway. Yeah. Until then, though, guys, I guess this will be me signing off. Captain's Log Part 5. Shit was dope. Again, in the end, the only thing I can really hope is that you guys had a good time and it was worth it in the end. Even if it wasn't quite what you may have wanted. If it's not quite what I wanted, I would have loved to make a 6-hour fucking video. Are you kidding me? That would have been great. But I've repeated myself enough. Hey, howday. Yeah, I'm just throwing in an interjection here. Where is this going in the video? I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. It's gonna be a thing to edit because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Anyway, point is, I just really quickly want to jump in because I kind of take a bit of a stance in this video, and I really hope it doesn't come off as shitty in regards to Homura, because I really, really, really like Homura. Basically, as soon after as I finished recording this video, I went into the Discord and actually finally, for the first time, broke my silence. I already made that joke. Anyway, I started talking with people in the Discord, and people were giving me their opinions. Like, you know what I totally did? Forgot to mention that shit you just said. So that's great. Anyway, one thing I did want to mention is I do kind of take the position throughout a lot of this that Homura's actions are kind of selfish, and I really just want to make it very, very clear that while, yes, there is obviously that aspect to it, and that is a part that I did talk about a lot, that is definitely not even remotely close to the only thing. Like, the one thing I very specifically wanted to speak on was the scene, on the scene with Homura and Madoka in the flowers, when, you know, Madoka straight up tells her to the face, like, well, no, I would never do that. I would never, like, willingly make that decision, And obviously, that completely fucking throws Homura's entire situation off, because, you know, it totally just kind of pushes her over the deep end. You know, in the end, like, the actions that Homura takes, while there is definitely a selfish aspect to it, and that's a lot of what I do end up talking about, though obviously within the framing of that selfish action alone does not make her a terrible, awful person, and there's more reasons to it. God damn it, nose. Yeah, I didn't really vocalize that. I am very, very much aware that, you know, a lot of this is her doing it for the sake of Madoka, is trying to protect Madoka, because she cares. She fucking loves this girl. She really does. Like, she wants to take care of her, and she wants to help her out, and she wants her to be happy. And there's definitely arguments to be made, for sure, that Madoka's not happy in the position that she's in. I do not think she is wholly unhappy in her position as the law cycles and stuff, but I do not imagine it is a easy, fun, delightful, cheery, wonderful fucking gig, like at all. Again, I am someone who's often made the argument that Homura's wish did come true, or at least it has the potential to have definitely come true in its original form, which I talk about obviously in this video again, because of depending on Madoka's perception of things, depending on how Madoka views it, I think. Yeah, I mentioned that a lot. And I think it's very important depending on how she actually feels on it. And obviously, Homura's perception of how she feels is very, very much based on the conversation that they have in that scene. And again, it's not like that's the first time she cares about what Madoka thinks or feels. Again, I do take the stance that I do consider it. I'm probably gonna have to put this at the end as a correction, I guess, or an addendum, a final like comment at the end, like, hey, this was supposed to be in here. But yeah. I do take the position that I don't think it is inherently right for Homura to do something which actively takes away from Madoka's choice, even if, again, there is definitely an argument to be made, there wasn't much of a choice to make. But I do think that is something, obviously, again, that doesn't sit 100% right with me. That being said, I do understand why. And again, she very much believes, and again, I don't think she's entirely wrong, necessarily, that Madoka does probably want out, that it's a hard fucking thing that she did. It's the hardest thing anyone has ever done, is, Madoka's fucking wish. Obviously not including Homura. I think the only one who could be argued that's ever had more trouble than Madoka on anything is probably Homura. But even then, it's a pretty decent balance of both of those two getting fucked over by life. Just in different ways. Anyway, I wanted... I don't know if any of this is making sense. I wanted to make sure that I added this in, whether it was going to be in this or just in a comment correcting it. But I did want to make sure that angle is expressed. I know I talked about it before I made this video, whether it be in like the comments of my Rebellion reaction or something, or even in the Rebellion reaction. I don't remember. But yeah, I wanted to make it clear that while there is selfishness in some of Homura's actions, there is a whole fuck of a lot that super duper isn't. Whether she's right or wrong in her beliefs as to how to care for Madoka or what Madoka actually wants, regardless, that is what she wants to do. She loves this girl. She wants her to be happy. She wants her to be taken care of. She wants to protect her. She wants her to be able to live her best life. She fucking loves her. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to throw that in there. I don't know how much this actually added, but I wanted to make sure that was there. I feel like there was something else that I'm going to forget. But I'm a fucking moron, so I'll forget about it and I'll remember 10 minutes later when I can't record. And then I'll be like, oh, cool. I guess I'll just jump off of a bridge. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys fucking get what I was going for. And more than anything, even if you didn't, the biggest thing I hope you know is I goddamn love Homura. Legitimately is one of my favorite characters of all time. She is absolutely phenomenal. And I just want her to be happy. I guess one other thing I did mention is, like, I didn't know how they're necessarily going to continue things, because I hadn't watched the concept trailer yet. I have since watched it. I still have no fucking clue what's going on. That being said, I did kind of say that, again, I don't know how they're going to handle it, or whether there's some sort of redemption in line for Homura or whatever. But I think one thing I didn't really mention, but I think is worth noting, especially since I devote as much time as I do in the video talking about the idea of balance and kind of a gray area and stuff like that. I think it's very important that kind of the option be left open, that not even kind of just leaving Homura to her evil, as she puts it, or whatever, but just keeping a balance between her and Madoka. How that works, I don't even know. But a lot of these two, as much as, you know, they're great friends, and Homura absolutely fucking loves Madoka, and I would suspect Madoka loves Homura as well, even if not necessarily the same way. It's hard to really tell necessarily, but you can tell she obviously fucking cares about her. She's a good friend. But a lot of the series prior has been these two basically making decisions for each other, decisions that overwrite each other, and things that take away from others' actions and things like that. There's a lot of kind of conflict of power between these two, despite the fact they care about each other a lot. And I think a very potentially valuable ending to the story would be these two finally being able to find something in the middle, find something just for both of them to finally agree on, because they kind of have trouble with that at the moment, because, you know, you have all of this action that Homura takes to try and save Madoka in the show, only for Madoka to, at least in Homura's eyes, at the very least in Homura's eyes, undo all of her work. And then you have Rebellion, where Homura kind of swings it back around and does the same thing, but in reverse. Again, neither of them, I think, inherently mean wrong, but they did kind of both, you know, kneecap each other in ways. I don't know. I think potentially them hopefully just trying to figure out something between them. In their two kind of opposite states, if you will. At least, again, how Homura views it. Because, again, God, Homura has such a shitty view of herself. That was another thing that I really took away from the discussion in the Discord, was just, yeah, that girl has some real fucking issues with her fucking self-worth and what she believes in. Especially with some of the things she says about herself in the original series, and obviously just the fucking conflict she has in Rebellion. And it sucks. Again, it hits me on the same areas that some Michiru stuff does. Like, how can you think you're not like one of the coolest people in the fucking existence? I don't understand. Like, how, like, I don't know if you realize this, but you're one of my favorite people who doesn't actually exist, but I really wish did, but also only wish did to a point, because you probably shouldn't have the power to rewrite the universe too much. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're one of my favorite people, and yet you kind of have a very sad, toxic view of yourself, and I hate that. My nose is really fucking with me. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I wanted to throw this little extra bit in here. Sorry, it's not an extra 4 hours. I put it that fucking, God, 6 hours, Shannon go brr. It was a joke, y'all. Don't vote on the joke, because it's gonna make me feel bad. Thankfully, the second most voted one was the actual answer of like 2 hours, and I'm like, okay, that's something at least. Thank fuck, but God damn it. I really just hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm so anxious and nervous that you're gonna hate it. I guess we'll see. You won't hate it. You guys are too nice for that, but I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to add these in, whether it was going to be in a comment or something like this. I figured this was a good enough, this was probably the better way of doing it, even if it's a goddamn just jumbled mess. But I am a mess as a human, so it works out. It's all fair. I am Homura. I'm nowhere near as pretty, but actually, wait, let's be real. I'm totally as pretty as Homura. I can do this. I'm gonna do this. 100K. Let's do it, guys. All three plus panties. We got this. 100%. It's gonna be fantastic. What is life? I don't even know. Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys later. Again, I have no idea where this is going in the video. It's probably going to go right at the end. So you've already heard me say goodbye enough times. I'm going to say it one more time. Bye, everybody. I love you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really, really love this show, and I really love this movie, and I really like talking about it, so thank you. I don't know if I'll do anything more for it. Magia Record is on the poll for the next thing, so if anyone is really, really jonesing for that, the option is there to vote for it. I'm definitely looking forward to it when we get the chance, whether it happens here or another time. Yeah, there's that. Again, I did see the concept movie. You guys should probably have already seen my reaction to it by now. Sorry that I don't have too much to say in that, but it's a mindfuck, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to say. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. I'll try and talk with you guys plenty. If there's anything too crazy that I need to scream about, I will make another video on that, just talking about your guys' bits in the comments, much like this little addendum is here. Yeah. I think that's finally it for now. Until they're like, "Hey, yo, that movie's coming," and I'm like, "Hey," then we're gonna wait. So until then, toodles lemons, everybody. Bye bye, and love Homura. Just adore her. The girl fucking needs it.